What's going on, guys? My name is Blanco, and I'm still fuming. I've never been embarrassed like that. I felt like someone ran up on my yard and impregnated my girl while I was at the IBF appointment. La Liga is pretty much done. La Liga is done. It's gone. It's gone. Barcelona is gonna win against Almeria. They're gonna get 10-point difference. It's gone. La Liga's gone. So we are Cindy Lauper FC. Our game is like a preliminary show to the UFC. WWE pre-show. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, and we have to do better. We are in the mud, guys. Hermione Granger FC. So today I'm gonna be cleaning off my closet like Marshall Mathers. Call me Captain James Hawkman. So let's start with Thibaut Courtois. Hennessy Courtois 100% has to stay. Best goalkeeper in the world, 99% of the conceded goals, not his fault, except, well, Liverpool game, but tough side that happens. But I would want to keep him for many years to come. Real Madrid legend already, has to stay. Andre Lunin, the Ukrainian Yashin. Look, if he wants to leave, if he wants to get consistent minutes, and if he has issues with Ancelotti at our club, let him leave. If we get an offer of like 10-15 million, let him leave. I don't want any unsatisfied players at my club. Let him leave. Next one we have is Eder Militao. Brazilian Pepe. 100% has to stay. Was one of the best defenders in our club. Without him, we would have probably considered far more. And I want him to be a legend in our club. Because without him, who are we even? Because we considered far more without him than with him. Next one we have is David Alaba, Australian WhatsApp, and 100% also has to stay. Without him, our passing from the back is horrendous, and we need him back as soon as possible. So yeah, let's keep him. And he's whatever. Even though he came on last season, it felt like he was always at our club. That his leadership is crucial for our team. Next one we have is Antonio Rudiger, German Pepe, also 100% has to stay. Although at the first time he wasn't that convincing, but later on he became better. So I'm gonna keep him. For now. So next one we have is Nacho Fernandez, the best substitute center back in the world. 100% also has to stay, because without him our center back depth will be weaker. Now, if he wants to leave, if he feels like he's done everything for Real Madrid, I won't blame him, because he's done everything for Real Madrid. He's been at this club for 21 years. And if he wants to leave to a non-Spanish club, to a club that won't possibly challenge Real Madrid in the future, let him leave. And I will always be grateful to Nacho Fernandez. Next one we have is Jesus Vallejo. Why is he still at the club? Just to mop our floor or something like that. He should be sold a long time ago. Why is he still at the club? Terminate his contract. Get him gone. I don't want him at our club. Bring Rafa Marin back in the club. Next one we have is Ferland Mendy, the French Mbappe of left back, as AJ said. Now I want to keep him, but not because I want him to stay. It's because we have no other options. She's getting injured every single time at the crucial times of the season, and it's starting to become annoying to me. His injuries are a concern. Plus, his offensive game is so horrible. Defensively, he's been alright up until this season. Even on that, he regressed. But I still want to keep him because there's no other options. Next one we have is Dani Carvajal. In Champions League, he's somewhat reliable, but when it comes to pacey wingers or in La Liga, this guy is horrendous. I'm sorry. Now, I don't want to get him gone, but I want him to get on the bench. Bring Vinicius Tobias in the club, promote him, get him minutes, let him learn, develop him, but keep Daniel Carvajal at his club so that he can mentor him. Next one we have is Lucas Vazquez. I'm sorry, this guy has to go. This guy is just the worst. Sometimes when we want him to cross, he doesn't. When we don't want him to cross, he does. This guy is just somewhat really weird when it comes as a right back. He's not a right back, he's a right winger, and even on that, he's a substitute level. If we get an offer of like 15-20 million, get him sold. Next one we have is Alvaro Odriozola. The one is useless. Why is he still at the club yet? I don't get it. Why is he still at the club? I still don't understand. This guy is just wasting his time here. Get him gone as well. If we get an offer, any of the offers, sell him, or if needed, terminate his contract as well. Next one we have is Aurelien Tchouameni. Now let's be honest, at the beginning it was okay, but after the World Cup he was questionable, he was underwhelming. But now, I don't want to, but I'll be fair to him, he had injuries to keep him from the game. But I want to keep him for now. I want to keep him and see how he does. Next one we have is Federico Valverde. Enzo Ferrari of midfielders. Now I want him to come, 100% has to stay. One of the leaders in our dressing room. The one who will lead Real Madrid midfield for the years to come. He has one to 100% stay. Next one we have is Eduardo Camavinga. Clarence Seedorf Jr. 100% has to stay. This guy can play left back, center mid, center defensive mid. He is also the one who has to stay in the club for years to come. 100%. He's one of the best players we have right now in our squad. 100% has to stay. Next one we have is Toni Kroos, German sniper. 100% has to stay for at least one more year. Without him, he's a controller that we're gonna miss. He's a controller that we're gonna miss for years to come. Now, if he extends, I will be happy, but if he leaves, I will understand this decision. But 100% he has to stay for me. Next one, we have a Croatian prince of midfield. Luka Modric, 100% has to stay as well. Even though he's 37, this guy looks like he's on his prime, even at this time. Now, did you see what he did against Liverpool? This is the reason why he should stay. This guy can still have 1 or 2 years in him. I still believe in him, 100% has to stay. Extend this contract now. Next one, we have Dani Ceballos. Now, his revelation has been interesting because I didn't just feel like he would be one of the most improved players in Ancelotti, but since he did that, I want him to extend his contract and stay at Real Madrid for squad depth. So yeah, if he wants to stay, let him stay. If he doesn't, let him leave to Betis or whatever club he wants. Next one, we have Vinicius Jr. Palacios. 100% has to stay. Our best goal scorer in our squad. Now, let's be honest, in terms of performance, he's been inconsistent. But he's our best goal scorer, and he's on his way to make his personal record of goals, so 100% has to stay. Next one, we have Eden Hazard. His legs are gone, like Oscar Pistorius. This guy doesn't have him anymore. This guy doesn't care about himself, so why should I care about him? So terminate his contract, let him leave for whatever club, let him leave, terminate his contract. Why are we still paying 20 million a year for him every single year? Let him leave, terminate his contract. Next one we have is Rodrigo, R9 Junior, 100% has to stay. Also one of the most improved players under Ancelotti this year, so yeah, 100% has to stay. Next one, we have Marco Asensio. Out, like 5-man celebrating Pride Festival, man. You know what I mean? This guy is playing against us every game. Look, in his case, he's playing for Barcelona and it's El Clasico. This guy is playing against us every game. I want him gone. Next one we have is Karim Benzema, R9 of French R9. 100% has to stay. Even though he's been underwhelming a little bit in this season, he's still the only 9 we have with this club. So 100% has to stay. Next one we have this walking Malteser. 100% has to go. Is this guy's contract will end the summer? Don't extend him any cost. I don't want it here. And now you guys are probably wondering, who do I want in my club? Let's begin with the first candidate. Yes, guys, Kylian Mbappe. Yes, I know, he rejected us. Yes, I know, she snaked us and all that. Now look, It's been reported by all sources that he can terminate his contract in 2024 by his side, and in 2025 year is optional. Now look, I see that if PSG doesn't win a Champions League this year or next year, I see that he's gonna get pissed. So, to the point of no return, and I think he will leave on a free. So we'll see. And also Monaco to confirmed. Sorry. Next one I want to have a club is Rafa Marin. If not just Hernandez leaves, as you can see. If Asensio leaves, I want Ryan Check in my club. This guy is begging us to get him. He talks greatly about us in every interview, mentioning Real Madrid, so bring him in. If Ryan Check doesn't extend his contract for Lyon, bring him in for 25-30 million. He's going to have 1 year left on his contract deal, so bring him in. As for our midfielders, I would say, and also for right wing, also if Asensio leaves, we need another one. So for me, if Juventus doesn't get the European Championships, bring Federico Chiesa in. And for our midfields, if Jude Bellingham has second thoughts about coming to Real Madrid, if he wants to go to Liverpool, let him go there. And bring me Florian Wirtz, because German, one of the most improved midfielders right now in Germany. Now I know he's talking about Barca a lot, but who cares about that? So yeah guys, what do you guys think the source about all that? If you like my video, please leave a like and good luck, and see you again in my next episode. Bye bye, see you later.